going on, everybody? This is John Chasing Majors. What's going on, everybody? This is John Chasing Majors. Thanks for checking out another video. Today, I'm going to do a video response to the Detroit Collector. He threw out a challenge for us to share oversized cards, which just happen to be things that I love. I love oversized cards, specifically vintage oversized cards. In fact, it's been a slight area of focus this year as I've continued to focus a little bit more on the 75th anniversary NBA team or all NBA team that they announced last season. I've been going back and trying to pick up a bunch of generational GOATs or Hall of Fame rookie cards from that 75th anniversary team. So as you guys know, I've shared the Pistol Pete. That was a national pickup for me. Walt Frazier kind of fits that. Billy Cunningham's the 75th anniversary. There's a fun Chamberlain. Well, there's a few of those. That's not what I want to share with you guys today, though. I was digging through and I found something that I want to share with you guys. It's way more unique than that. They probably don't technically qualify as a card, but to me, they're a card. There's something I want to share with you guys, and I may have shared them with you in an early video on our channel, but I'm going to reshare them today. Before I do, this one was just kind of sitting in that same box. It's a card I certainly don't think I've shared with you guys before. David Thompson rookie. I think that's the 76 tops. David Thompson's the best rookie, at least off the top of my mind. He's the best rookie in that 1976 tops set. So, and being from Denver, David Thompson, why not? So even though I'm not a Denver fan, I'm a Utah Jazz fan. Just make sure that we're all on the same page. What I really want to share with you guys, though, is something unique, something that means a lot to me because it kind of takes me back to a summer, probably 10 to 15 years ago, probably closer to 15 years ago. My son is 23 years old. He was probably around 10 years old, so call it 13 years ago. I was trying to introduce him to sports cards, and one of the ways that I was trying to introduce him to sports cards was through the mail autographs. A number of these are through the mail autographs. A number of these we actually got in person. But we started creating through designs he helped with. Matter of fact, he, for the most part, created them. But we started creating custom cards or custom photographs. And then we were fortunate to either through the mail get these cards autographed, or through just other connections we had or other, attending tournaments, we were able to get a couple of these autographs. But for the most part, these are all major championship golfers, and a handful of these guys are no longer with us. Prime example of somebody who's no longer with us, and we'll just kind of start here, Don January. This card's a little bit more special to me as well. I'm a member of a country club here in Colorado called Columbine Country Club, and it hosted the 1967 PGA Championship, and the champion or the winner of that major championship was Don January. So this is kind of a card that helps memorialize that championship, and certainly something that means a little bit more to me because of the connection back with my country club. But we made multiple designs. Here's a Masterful Moments. There's a Tom Watson who won the Masters twice. Here's an Open Championship design, a British Open Championship design. That's a David Duval. We got this at a golf store. He was signing autographs at a PGA Tour Superstore here in Denver. He signed that for us. Here's a Phil Mickelson. Fairway, what do we call this? Memorable signatures. And all of these cards are labeled a 1 of 1, just so we're on the same page, because we only created one. We only had the design, or we only wanted them to be 1 of 1s. It was kind of his introduction to rarity and learning about scarcity. I think we've already shared this design in the Don January, but there's a Lee Trevino, one of the biggest names in golf for a long time. But not only did we do, I'm not going to show all of these, but I want to share kind of one of each design. But we did, I actually got this at a golf tournament in Vegas. Ricky Fowler signed that to my son. His name's Drew. Another golf tournament that was here locally, the Senior PGA Championship, was hosted at a country club right down the road from us in 2010. And so we made these ones up. So this would have been around 2009, 2010 that we did these. We made these up, and a handful of the golfers signed those for us. That was Larry Nelson. And then we did some dual signature cards. Here's the Open Championship dual signature. That's Justin Leonard and Stuart Sink. Show some more designs we haven't shared. Here's the U.S. Open design. I think I might have already shared a Tom Watson, but there's a Open or U.S. Open design of some of the great champions from the U.S. Open. Dustin Johnson had not won a major championship then, but I had an opportunity to meet Dustin and get his autograph. And so we created these masterful signatures, and Dustin autographed those, or autographed that for us. Did I show a Masters one? I don't know that I showed a Masters one. So let me share. There's a Charles Schwartzel. Ian Woosnan behind him. So that was our Masters signature. There's a Doug Ford. He's no longer with us, unfortunately. I think that's most of the designs. Here's a U.S. Open dual signature. If I didn't show one of those. Open Championship dual signature. If I didn't show one of those. U.S. Open. I know I just shared one of those. Here's a Masters dual signature. Both Doug Ford and Bob Golby, unfortunately, are no longer with us. So this whole project was just a summer, right? It was a summer trying to introduce my son to collectibles, not just sports cards, but all collectibles. Unfortunately, there's a lot of great champions who were alive back then that are no longer with us, that we were able to get autographs of. There were some that we were unfortunately unable to, like Arnold Palmer. But, that just takes me back to a time and a place. I love big photos. I love big photo cards. Obviously, this isn't an 8x10, but it is a fun project that we are able to do. And hopefully that qualifies for my submission. I'm not trying to win this thing necessarily, but I just wanted to give a moment to kind of, introduce the Detroit Collector to my channel. If any of you guys aren't watching him, go check him out. He's doing really good stuff. Give him a subscribe. Let him know that you're coming from our channel. And yeah, with that, let's wrap it up, guys. Chat with you guys in the next one.